dancers, it's Miss Camille. This week's exercise is about working on your upper back, strength and flexibility. So when we talk about upper back, we're talking about usually the space kind of right between your shoulder blades. So less about the low back and more about the space right here. If you put your hand either back here or on top, right? It's kind of that space between your shoulder blades. So we're looking to strengthen that, but at the same time work on the flexibility so that you can work on your combres in ballet, your back limbers, right? Your bridges, all of the stuff that we use in ballet and acro all of the time for expression, right? And also for technique. So we're gonna use, now for this exercise, I want you guys to think about a space in your house where you can put your toes underneath something. So after a while, hopefully, you'll get to a point where you can, there we go, she's laying down, where you can spread out, put your legs under a table or a couch, and then after a time, if you work consistently on it, hopefully you can take your toes from underneath and not need to use anything for your legs and still work on the same exercise. So I'm going to show you the version where you put your toes underneath something. It just gives you a little leverage. This doesn't do a right and a left side. This is just going to be an all body thing, working your shoulders evenly. So I usually recommend doing it once or twice, especially if you're just brand new to this concept and idea, so that your muscles don't get too tight or kind of seize up on you. You just want to come into it slowly, and then each day you can increase. So after you've done it for a week or 2 weeks, you could be doing maybe 5 or 6 or 7 times in a row and working on your height as you go up. So you start on your stomach, and you're going to just put your toes like underneath a couch, underneath a table, something that you can kind of push against to give a little bit of leverage. And you'll start down on your stomach. And what I like to do, dancers, is just have your hands right down here, like they call these little grasshopper legs, and just press up just to start stretching out your spine. And notice that when we press up, we want to make sure that we're not just hinging into the low back, but actually pushing the chest up and through to work on that upper back flexibility and expansion. And you want to stay up here for about a breath, just working on that spine stretch and lengthen. And then you'll lower down slowly with control using your core. And just take it one more time. This particular exercise that we're about to do is great for after you've warmed up. So if you haven't moved all day, better to take your class or do some stretching and warming up before you go into this, just to keep your body safe. And we'll lower back down. So now pressing the feet into your table, into your couch. You can do arms pretty much anywhere to start the work. If it's your first time, arms back behind you, kind of like little wings, gives you a little bit of leverage also. As you get stronger, you can bring your fingers behind your ears. As you get even stronger than that, arms above the head, right, in a high position over the crown of the head. But we'll start here. This is where I'll take it today. Just trying it 3 or 4 times together. Take a deep breath in, drop your shoulders down your back, pull your shoulder blades together to start feeling those muscles. Looking down at the ground to keep your neck long. And then exhale, press into the couch, press into the table, and lift your spine up. And you should be feeling this, of course, down here, but also up in this upper back area. And hold. And then lower down and rest. And I want you guys to rest, really rest in between each step so that you don't get too tired and start going into the wrong muscles. And then we do it again. Looking at the floor, inhale. Exhale, lift up. Really pulling the shoulder blades together, lengthening the neck, looking right out in front of you. And lower down. And we'll do it one more time, dancers. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. And lower back down. And then a great way to finish, however many times you do it, is to press back into a child's pose to now stretch out these muscles that might be feeling a little bit tight. Resting your forehead down on the ground. And then slowly coming out of it, letting your spine come back neutral, and then go ahead and finish there. So dancers, this is a great way for you guys to start the process of loosening up these muscles, but also strengthening them, so you can do both at the same time. You can strengthen and stretch and create a more flexible body that has the power to control it, right? So that your dancing doesn't depend only on your flexibility and only on how high you can get your leg. It's about how strongly you can get your leg up, or how strongly you can hold the upper body as you go into that bridge, as you go into that walkover. All right? So I hope this was good today. Remember, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Leave a comment, let us know. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye, dancers.